Johann Grobler's article, The Realization of God's Presence, challenges the notion that God is distant or disinterested in his creation, arguing instead for God's intimate involvement in the universe and in individual lives. Grobler emphasizes that God does not receive the recognition he deserves, particularly noting a tendency within Christianity to focus more on Jesus than on God the Father. He cites biblical passages to support the idea that God is deeply engaged with the world, from the act of creation itself to the minutiae of daily life. Grobler begins with the assertion that everything in existence originates from God, contrasting this with the Big Bang theory to highlight the divine as the ultimate source of all. He uses scripture to illustrate God's omnipresence and omniscience, suggesting that God's Spirit imbues all living things with life, thereby establishing a connection between God and his creation that transcends mere physicality. The article also explores the concept of God's presence in every aspect of creation, including the less appreciated or understood elements like snakes, scorpions, and even pests, suggesting that these too are part of God's plan and have their place in the natural order. Grobler argues that recognizing God's Spirit in all living things can lead to a deeper appreciation of his creation and a more profound love for every aspect of it, including our fellow humans. Grobler's perspective is that this divine immanence does not equate to pantheism, but rather indicates a specific, purposeful infusion of God's Spirit into his creation. He believes that understanding and acknowledging God's pervasive presence can transform individuals and enable them to reflect God's glory more fully in their lives. The article concludes with a hopeful vision of the future, where all creation is reconciled to God, free from suffering and death. Grobler uses this vision to underscore the ultimate goal of God's plan, a creation that glorifies God in its entirety, reflecting his love and majesty. Johann Grobler, with his background in law and theology, brings a unique perspective to his theological writings, aiming to deepen understanding of God's nature and his relationship with creation. His work encourages readers to see beyond a surface-level engagement with faith, urging them to recognize and celebrate God's active presence in every aspect of the world around them.